Hello, everyone. Welcome to the News Browse News broadcast. Thai Sounds reports that an Iranian national tanker company, NITC, supertanker named Huge, has reportedly successfully evaded the U.S. Navy's blockade and reached the Asia-Pacific region. Al Jazeera, citing oil tanker tracking website tankertrackers.com on Sunday, stated that the vessel is carrying over 1.9 million barrels of crude oil, valued at nearly $220 million. Tanker Trackers noted on social media platform X that Huge was seen off Sri Lanka over a week ago and is currently traversing Indonesia's Lombok Strait en route to the Rau Islands. The tanker reportedly adopted stealthy navigation tactics, ceasing its automatic identification system AIS signals on March 20 when it departed the Malacca Strait for Iran. The U.S. had announced its blockade of Iranian ports on April 13. While Iranian state media claims 52 Iranian vessels have breached the blockade, the U.S. military asserts it has forced approximately 41 Iran-linked ships to turn back, stating the blockade is effective in causing billions in financial losses for Iran. 联合早报 reports that the Israeli military has issued a new evacuation order for more than a dozen southern Lebanese villages and towns, urging residents to move immediately to open areas at least 1 kilometer away from the affected zones. This directive, announced by Israeli Arabic military spokesperson Ajray on social media platform X on Sunday, May 3, comes despite an existing ceasefire agreement between Israel and Lebanese Hezbollah, which was reached on April 17. Notably, the evacuation order extends beyond Israel's usual deployment zone south of the Litani River, encompassing areas north of it, such as the border city of Nabatee, which has reportedly suffered multiple Israeli attacks. The Israeli military claimed on Saturday, May 2, to have destroyed approximately 70 military facilities and 50 Hezbollah infrastructures in recent airstrikes. While Lebanon's national news agency reported several fatalities from these attacks in southern Lebanon. NTV News. NNN reports that on May 2nd, a volcano erupted on Luzon Island in the Philippines, prompting evacuation warnings for nearby communities. The eruption occurred at Mayon Volcano, located in the southern part of Luzon Island. The Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology confirmed lava outflow and reported over 30 volcanic earthquakes within 24 hours starting from May 2nd. Mayon Volcano is recognized as one of the active volcanoes in the Philippines, and increased volcanic activity has been observed since January of this year. According to Philippine media reports, these ongoing activities have already compelled more than 100,000 residents to evacuate their homes since January. Authorities are closely monitoring the situation as the volcano continues its activity. 联合早报 reports that Colombian President Gustavo Petro has firmly opposed any military aggression against Cuba, asserting that such an act would be tantamount to an invasion of Latin America. President Petro's remarks were made via social media platform X on Saturday, following recent escalations in rhetoric and actions from the United States. U.S. President Donald Trump had repeatedly threatened Cuba, even jesting about almost immediately taking over the island nation after completing military operations in Venezuela and Iran. On Friday, the White House announced that Trump had signed an executive order to increase sanctions on Cuba, citing threats to U.S. national security and foreign policy. In response, Cuban President Miguel Diaz-Canel condemned the new measures as a further reinforcement of a cruel, genocidal blockade. President Petro emphasized that the American continent should coexist peacefully, free from any attempt to impose one nation's interests on another, highlighting it as a continent of freedom, not aggression. The first tanker carrying Russian crude oil since the closure of the Strait of Hormuz is set to arrive in Japan as early as Monday, according to Japanese industry ministry sources. The Oman-flagged tanker, named Voyager, departed Sakhalin in late April and is carrying crude oil imported by Taiyo Oil Co. Phelps for its refinery facility in Ehime Prefecture, western Japan. This oil originates from the Sakhalin-2 oil and gas project in Russia's Far East, which is explicitly exempt from Western sanctions imposed on Russia following its invasion of Ukraine. This arrival underscores Japan's ongoing efforts to secure crude oil from diverse alternative sources. In a related development, a tanker carrying U.S. crude oil under contract with Cosmo Oil Co. had already arrived off Chiba Prefecture on April 26. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.